Performers and Daily Mobility Series, folks. I'm excited to bring you the knee circles today. A lot of different knee circles. We got unloaded, we got closed chain, and then we got ball of foot. And as we launch into that, we've been talking a lot about gait, so just a quick educational piece. This is ground forces math. So it's just basically the daily math of walking. In this example, it's an average male who weighs 200 pounds and takes almost 5,000 steps a day. So we have 1.2 times body weight going through the foot when we take a step. And so multiplying that out, what we find is that somebody that takes 5,000 steps a day, so kind of just above sedentary, they're putting 1.145 million pounds of force, so 1.1 million pounds of force through their body on a daily basis by walking. So that sort of brings back that concept of, hey, we can actually change form and change function by doing some of these drills. And so if we change your gait, we improve your gait, we're going to improve this stuff, which through Wolff's Law, Davis's Law, we remember that it can actually change your bone structure. It can actually change the health of the tendons and the ligaments and how those are structured around joints. So encouragement just to keep the daily practice going, because this is it's fantastic stuff. It's going to really help you optimize your health, your wellness. And so let's start out today with the hanging knee circle. I want to have you hold on to something because we're going to have the leg elevated here. So what I want to do is bring the leg up into hip flexion, and then I want to relax the lower leg. So we can sometimes support the leg, and if you had somebody to support your leg for you, or you had a resistance band, a really strong one, to wrap under the leg, sometimes we get a better activation with this because people can really relax into it. For starters though, I'm just going to show you the basic movement. We're going to take the leg around in this circular fashion. So we're making a circle with the foot underneath that knee. And what should be happening is you can see the foot's going forward and back. So a little bit of quad and hamstring activation happening, but the lower leg and actually the foot and ankle we want really relaxed, okay? The side-to-side motion comes somewhat from getting a little bit of this rotation in the lower leg, so we should have some fluidity in that rotation right to left with the shin, the tibia fibula, the shin bones rotating to the right and to the left, okay? So when we do that, we're going to go both directions. Forgot to assess range of motion with you, but that's okay. You can assess gait, and then let's go ahead and quick assess a shoulder, and then we'll do the second knee. So we're going to bring arm up, elbows at 90, armpits at 90, and internally rotate, and then externally rotate. So from the side, I'm keeping that elbow in approximately the same plane, and then rotating the forearm up and back, reaching those fingertips back as far as I can, and then reaching those fingertips down and in as far as I can, but keeping the elbow at the same height, kind of same plane of motion. All right, so you could check the right, check the left, get an idea. Okay, is one shoulder a little bit stickier than the other today? Going external rotation, maybe the left one for me, so we could come back and reassess. We're going to do that hanging knee circle on the other side. Again, if we can get the leg supported, awesome. And then we're going to float that lower leg, and lower leg is relaxed. Sometimes doing a little bit of stirring motion through the pelvis, so actually kind of taking the stance leg and this stance hip and trying to drive almost like a circular stirring motion can help that lower leg get through a fuller range of motion. So let's go the other direction. And switch one more time. Good. You could do this balancing. Prefer having people hold on at first as you practice that. So that's the hanging knee circle. Really good for people that might need some decompression in the knee joint. If there's too much compression, this can unload it a little bit. Then we're going to go into a closed chain knee circle. So that was open chain, now closed chain because we're standing on the ground. So what I want you to do, we're going to go ahead and start with the knee locked. So that knee is all the way straight. We're going to work on this front knee. Feet are facing forward, tall posture. We're going to take that knee, press it to the side, Still keeping the ball of foot down and the heel down, and then come to the inside, then lock it back out. So that's the circle. Side, front, side, lock back out. Different angle for you. Side, front, side, lock it back out. We can go both directions with this one too. And in this first version of the knee circle, we're keeping this lead foot down. So we're trying to keep the big toe down, the pinky toe down, and then the heel down. And that's knee circle in the closed chain. And then we'll go ahead and go to the other side. So we can take that lunge step out, feet facing forward, and we're gonna circle that knee around. Again, remember you could assess, reassess after each one of these. So if you wanted to, after that first set, first leg, do your shoulder reassessment and a gait reassessment. That's awesome. Good, so a few reps there, and then let's go ahead and retest. So maybe a little bit of range improvement, not a huge difference maker for me on the closed chain knee circle. The next one we're working on is a ball of foot knee circle. So we're going to take the same or similar lunge position, and by the way, quick note, you could do forward lunges, you could do side lunges. So let's try a side lunge in this case. We'll mix it up a little bit. So side lunge, we're gonna start with your weight up on the ball of foot. So on the working side, we're gonna elevate the heel, and I want that heel to stay off the ground the entire time, okay? So as you go through this knee circle now, when the knee is bent, it's okay to pull the big toe up a little bit. As the knee straightens, I want you to kind of jam or pressure that big toe down into the floor to help you stabilize the arch, and that actually creates stabilization all the way up the posterior chain into the hip. So really important to work on sometimes coordination of that big toe with what the rest of the knee and hip are doing, or the rest of that leg. So toe up as the knee comes forward, toe down, big toe down as the knee straightens. Really good. So we're gonna go ball of foot on the other leg, load up ball of foot, and then we're gonna start our knee circles. Remembering as you work on bringing that knee into a straightened position, pressing the big toe into the floor. We're still tall with the posture. Eyes should be up, breathe. Nice job, you guys. Good. Way to make a commitment to bettering your joint health and bettering your daily movement practice. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and reassess range of motion one more time. So feeling pretty good in the shoulder. And next time in our daily mobility, we're moving up to the hips. So I'll see you then. Thanks.